Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing the Shelby Super Snake. So this is the 4-door version. The Super Snake Sport is the 2-door version. But anyways, before we get in this video, I do want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Ed Kenley Ford here in Layton, Utah for giving me some time with this truck. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And if you don't already know, the Ed Kenley Ford here in Layton does not charge any sort of markups over MSRP on any of the product. So if you want a great deal on a Ford, reach out to them. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money, the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Powering this truck is a supercharged 5-liter V8 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are 775 horsepower and well over 600 pound-feet of torque. I love how the supercharger is powder-coated blue, and I love the carbon fiber. Really cool under the hood. Now, before we go over the front end, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see all the venting looks absolutely insane. You got the dual stripes as well. You can see supercharged badge right there. You can see more venting as well. And I feel like this is a classic color combination with the blue and the white. Now I've got these cool daytime running lights here, and then this is built off of a Lariat, so you actually get the upgraded headlights. And then we've got the Shelby logo here in the center, and then notice the stripes continue all the way to the bottom. You do have fog lights here and parking sensors, and notice how it looks like you've got like rhino lining on the front splitter here, which it makes sense, right? This is a lowered pickup truck, so that's going to be a lot more durable than if it was a painted piece. But putting it all together, this truck looks absolutely insane. Now, coming around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 305/40/22 in the front and over in the rear as well. And you guys can see here with the wheels, they're all blacked out. Of course, you got the Shelby Cobra there in the center. And then notice on the brake caliper, you also have the Shelby logo. And so it actually looks really cool when you put it all together. Now I've got these body painted fender flares here, and then you guys can see Shelby Super Snake, and then notice the Shelby logo there at the bottom, and then obviously 775 horsepower as well. And then here's your full side view with the Super Snake. You guys can see, obviously it has that cool lowered truck appearance. And I like, again, look at the fender flares, how those are body painted. It really helps out with the overall look of the truck. Now, of course, we got the Shelby logo here on the bed side, and then you guys can see you've got the LED lights because, again, this is built off of a Lariat. We've got the bed cap, and then you can see the stripes there in the center. And then boom, another Shelby logo down below. Parking sensors here on the bottom, and then you guys can see the exhaust tips, pretty aggressive. You guys will love the sound of this. Now, it's kind of hard to show because this is a lowered truck, but you guys can kind of see the exhaust setup. Also, they do upgrade the suspension and the shocks and everything to make it so the truck handles better. We'll talk about that more during the driving portion. But wrapping things up, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you like the 4-door appearance, or do you like the 2-door appearance more with the Super Snake? Now, popping inside with the door panel, it's just normal Lariat, so we're not going to go over that too much. But the seats, these are definitely not normal Lariat. So you've got these upgraded leather seats here, which look absolutely fantastic. And since this is a Super Crew, tons of space back here. Like, it's crazy how spacious this is. And then you guys can see the carbon fiber, and then notice got like heated seats here in the back as well. So you got all the luxury amenities. Now with the front door panel, like I said, normal Lariats. Some things to note though: automatic front windows, power folding mirrors, memory seats, blind spot monitoring here with the mirrors as well. And then the payload on this truck, 1,386 pounds. That's actually pretty impressive. And then here are the front seats. Notice Shelby right there. You can see perforated all down the center portion. And then we got really nice looking pedals at the bottom, and then we've got all of our adjustments here, like your pedal adjustment, your light controls, turn on the mirror lights, and then more carbon fiber trim. Steering wheel, by the way, power adjustable. Now to quickly go over some other cool details with this truck. Again, more carbon fiber on the steering wheel, which is definitely fun. This actually has adaptive cruise control, 775 horsepower street racing truck. Adaptive cruise control. Now, being built off a Lariat, we'd have the full digital gauge cluster, and then there's more carbon fiber all around the infotainment system area, and then like all around these controls as well. We have heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, because again, built off of a Lariat. And funny enough, this has a rear locking differential. It also has the upgraded 4-wheel drive system, which is really cool. And then we've got a 360 camera system as well. So like this has a lot of nice luxury features added to it because it has that lariat package. And then you can see more carbon fiber. That's the big thing with these Shelby trucks, is there's carbon fiber everywhere. And then of course we've got our little plaque here in the center, which is pretty cool. And then you can see the little 60-year badge there on that, and then just normal center console, all that kind of stuff. Got a little outlet as well. And then we got a sunglass holder here at the top, and we actually have a full panoramic sunroof, and it has a rear setting window, so it's got normal truck stuff too. So here's a window sticker from Shelby American. You guys can see all of the standard equipment. I quickly go over some of the performance stuff that I think is pretty cool. So they upgraded the air intake, and they also upgraded the filter as well. And then on top of that, we've got a performance aluminum heat exchanger, which I don't know, I just think that stuff's kind of fun. And then obviously fuel injectors, all that stuff. And then the next stuff that's pretty cool is actually with the suspension. So we've got obviously the lowered suspension, but they actually use adjustable coilovers from Fox. And then they also replaced the control arms, the traction bar, the sway bar as well. Sorry if you guys can't hear me because of the super loud truck. But anyways, lots of stuff added to it. $131,365 is the total MSRP on this particular truck. And I guess let's see if it drives like $131,000. Well, let's officially set off here in the Super Snake. And I've reviewed quite a few of these as the years have gone on. I feel like I'm getting old at this point. And it's always an interesting truck for me to review just because of how absolutely, in my opinion, absolutely ridiculous this truck is. Again, they've taken an F-150, lowered it, and given it over 700 horsepower. So getting up and moving, something I want to mention is, although this is lowered, it still has really solid ride quality. Now, again, the shocks and the coilovers rather are adjustable, so that does kind of help out because you can make it so it's softer or harsher, right? The reason why you make it harsher would be to improve, or not improve, yeah, improve the handling. Sorry, this is like my last review of the day, so I'm like 50% here mentally, I guess. But we'll pop it into the sport mode. I guess I put it in 4-wheel auto with the sport mode, which is good because again, with 775 horsepower, we're gonna need 4-wheel drive traction to put the power down. But you can obviously put it in 2-wheel drive if you want, and basically turn this into a burnout machine. Okay, so we are getting on the interstate here. Yeah, handling's so good for a pickup truck. Yeah, this thing's pretty crazy. Goodness gracious. It handles really well, obviously being a lower pickup truck, but it's also really comfortable. Like honestly, it's really comfortable. Now at highway speeds, you do get a little bit more kind of like, you know, bumping up and down. But again, I mean, it's kind of to be expected when you have lowered anything. But it's better than I expected, the ride quality. This thing's so fun. Even just like cruising here. Because it's like, I know how crazy this truck looks. You can see the stripes and everything. I feel like stripes always make everything a little bit more fun with the vehicle. I know some of you will disagree, like, no, not with the stripes. But hey, let's get into signing things up here with this Super Snake. Oh, this truck definitely, I would say, definitely fits in the category of having a niche market, right? Because being lowered, it does get rid of, you know, a lot of the truck practicality that people associate with trucks. And that's obviously, you know, ground clearance and all that. But putting that aside, I mean, you can still do a lot of truck stuff with this. It still has, you know, a truck bed. It still has decent payload capacity despite the modifications. But I don't think anyone buying this would really use it for that. What I see this being used for is like, this is the coolest way to carry around 4 people, 5 people, because you can fit 3 in the back. It's just, it's so crazy. Like, maybe I'll title the video something like world's fastest minivan, because honestly, like, It's just crazy how like fast this thing is and how much performance this thing has, and the fact that it has 4 doors and a truck bed and like it's crazy. It's a sports car plus pickup truck. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about the Super Snake. Let me know again if you'd go Super Snake or if you'd go Super Snake Sport.